yourself getting an amount of money. Not too much, not too little, just enough. And you are to open a company with that amount of money right here in our country, Vietnam. What would be your choice?
Us three have come across countless ideas, suggestions, etc. Yet, only one really stands out, a restaurant. Why a restaurant, you may ask? This is no common restaurant. This is a harmonic combination of old and new. It would be a restaurant with an old school look, interior design and atmosphere, and still be dishing out the most modern, state-of-the-art food that you would drool over.
This is the age of modernization, so there are already too many modern restaurants out there competing against each other. There are high-class restaurants, there are fast food chains, there are diners. However, there is no restaurant anywhere in the world like ours.
Every country has its own culture, and what tells different culture apart is culinary aspect, the country's traditional cuisine. People tend to move to better places, to a different country with better life value, better life conditions. Yet, the feeling of homesick never dies. So that's why an increasing number of Vietnamese expats are coming back to home to find what has been missing in their life. Not only Vietnamese expats, but also foreigners from all over the world are also traveling to Vietnam to learn more about the culture, know more about the tradition, the people, and obviously the food.
Our main goal is to bring back the genuine, the original flavors and feels, even the long-lost recipe from the great-grandmother's time. Our main goal is to tell the story, the origin of each and every kind of food we serve, in order to, at least, be a part of the cultural diversity of Vietnam.
We aren't aiming to build up a name for our restaurant. We want it to be somewhat anonymous and mystical. It's not going to be located on any main road, since we want you to venture to the deepest alley, tracing back to your childhood, to find hidden gems, to find your haven of food. Now, you must have been wondering why we are building a restaurant in such an alleyway where there is no chance of us succeeding in this business. You may think that this is insane. You may want to ask us, are you out of your mind? But to us, it makes a lot of sense.
First of all, the price of land is much cheaper than any pieces of land on the main road. You can find almost stretch of land you want that is suitable for your intention. Secondly, once you have traveled all around the world, you will have even the slightest desire to come back to your roots. Nowhere is better than home, and in our culinary perception, food equals home. When you're holding the food, it feels like you're holding your country's soul, and your country's finest contribution to the world cuisine. Not only that would make you feel so proud, but also it allows you to travel back to the time when you only ate your mom's delicious meal. Don't you want to relive in that happiest moment, enjoying each and every bit of your mom's food? You will indulge yourself into a world of food where nothing matters and food is your only concern.
Distinguishes us from other restaurants is how we establish everything, from the food making process to the service and so on. Firstly, our waiters and waitresses will be wearing traditional clothes in order to create a soothing, a laid-back and rustic atmosphere. This is not a new thing, since there are hundreds of restaurants out there already applying this idea. But there aren't many of them able to execute it correctly. Either they don't have the right clothes, or they don't fully appreciate the cultural, aesthetic aspect of it.
Secondly, Vietnamese food can be found anywhere, not only in Vietnamese restaurants, but also in foreign restaurants. However, the true flavor, the true smell, require much more than just technical skill. Our dishes will be made by the hands of the Vietnamese home cook, not a foreign chef, since that will further intensify the originality of the food served. True flavor, true smell, and true love for cooking to complete. No one can show the passion for a country cuisine as subtly and sublimely as a home.
First of all, the way of eating. No fork, no wine glasses, no butter knife and such. Vietnamese food is served with Vietnamese utensils, bamboo chopstick, coconut shell spoon, clay pots, and porcelain bowls. There won't be even napkins on the table. Instead, black cloths from the 70s. Traditional food is served in a traditional way. What else better than that? Fourth, and our final point, how we serve food. It would be a self-service restaurant. Something that hasn't been seen in any Vietnamese restaurant. Some people may say it's a buffet, but to keep it classic, we will say it's self-service.
With this kind of service, our customers will feel free to eat, free to enjoy, and our staff won't need to work too hard in order to cater for our customers. A little note to keep in mind is that our restaurant will always serve adults, which means over 18. The reason for this is to keep the restaurant running at full speed without a tiny bump on the road. We've seen kids running around all over the place in a lot of restaurants, and that would be too much of a hassle for our humble amount of staff to deal with. You may say that we're a little too extreme, but for the sake of our restaurant's main goal of creating a soothing, home-like atmosphere for our customers, it is pretty understandable and somewhat professional.
To wrap it up, we just want to say that everything mentioned is just our imagination and our vision for creation. Nevertheless, we hope in the future we'll be able to realize our ambition to serve Vietnam by Vietnamese service.
Hello, we are Team VC.
The
We come from Ho Chi Minh City University of Law. We all participated in this competition because we share the same interest in speaking English and economy. We hope to get your full attention and thank you for your support. Goodbye.